I tell you what, anyone who boats single-handed, take my hat off to you. It's hard work. Slight cock up. Good morning, fresh week on the boat. Now, first job of the day is moving the boat, so I'm going to do that and I'll catch up with you properly in a minute. Nearly. Not bad for an old girl. Oh no. It's a fine balance between revving it too much when it's cold and it not staying running. Yeah. That'll do it. I think this is the first time moving it on my own, so bear with me. Okay, slight issue. There wasn't any spaces where I thought there was going to be spaces. I should have walked and checked. Now I've come too far and I'm going to have to do a lock. And I haven't done a lock before at all, let alone on my own, so it should be quite fun. Oh dear. Another one of my issues is the boat's overheating and there's nowhere to moor for as far as I can see past the lock, so we're going to have to turn around and go back where we come from. Oh, I don't know what else. Right, so I've topped back up the water. I'm hoping that it's going to flow still. I think that was part of the issue. I'm going to have a go at turning round. There was a couple spaces, probably not quite far enough from where we should have moved, but I'm going to speak to CRT, let them know it's overheating, try and fix the problem here before I go too far down the road and end up killing the engine. Hopefully they'll understand. A happy start of the week. Anyway, right, found the space. I'm not sure if it was overheating again or not. I haven't even looked yet. I'm just wrestling the boat in the wind. I'll tell you what, anyone who boats single-handed, I take my hat off to you. It's hard work. That'll do for now. That wasn't supposed to take half a day. Then I'm going to get on with some work. Lost you for a bit there. I've just been cleaning out the engine bilge because it looks like I'll be spending a bit more time in there, unfortunately. Looks like there's a leak coming from the system near the skin tanks, one of the connections there, so I'm going to have a look at that another day. I'm going to take some measurements for timber strips to go along here and a couple other bits, and call it a day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Real quick, I just want to thank this week's sponsor, Skillshare, for continually supporting our channel, which means we can create these videos for you. If you haven't heard of Skillshare, Skillshare is a fantastic online learning platform with thousands of ad-free classes. Personally, I prefer using their website on my laptop, but if you've got a spare 20 minutes waiting for training, their app is also really handy. There's classes to suit even the busiest of schedules. There's no excuse not to learn something new. Danny and I have been using Skillshare for the past 3 months now. My main focus has been bettering my photography skills. Even though I studied at a college, there's many things that I've forgotten, so taking up classes on that has been great. Most recently, I've joined Lily Singh's class, Social Media Success.
I've had a lot of people ask me, that 5-minute video, like, that took you 5 minutes, right?
To have behind the scenes access to someone with so many more subscribers than us. I think she's got 7 million, and just to see her journey, how she got there, it's really inspiring. It just shows where me and Danny could potentially take this channel in the future. First 1,000 of you to click the link in our description will get 1 month's free trial. What are you waiting for? Learn something new. Good morning. Hopefully a bit of a less eventful start to the day today. I'm going to little clicky fingers, tidy up because it's a bit of a bomb site, and then we'll catch up. We've got a couple of bits to show you. That took way longer than I expected, just like everything. So quick tour just to show you what we're working with and what needs doing. Electrical cabinet's going in here at a later date, boxed in. Washing machine box I've started, be boxed in to the side and up. Then wants a little shelf in here, and then storage in here, access to the dials. Log burner's nearly done now. Need to sort the oak trim out, might do that from home later on possibly. This is kitchen. Now this is a unit my dad very kindly made up for us out of some leftover ply and whatnot. Got doors to fit, needs staining and painting again, that's just undercoat. This is our little mini Belfast sink. Essentially this is the layout, but it's going up against that wall. So you've got a fridge with a worktop above it, bit of worktop around this directly below the window, then an oven, and then an L shape. Might have told you this before, I'm pretty sure we have, but just a little recap, and good for me to know what we're actually doing, because sometimes I wonder, as I'm sure you can tell. This wall, light switch going in here, water heater here. I need to figure out, it's still got access, because in here, the basin's going here with the waste going through the wall outside, joined up with the kitchen sink waste. That's a job in its own. I'm going to move this in a minute because I'm running pipes from the water pump, which I'll show you in a sec, through here. Bedroom's almost done. That's quite hard one-handed. I'm going to order some slightly stronger struts. We had too strong a pair. These ones are slightly too weak since put the mattress on, like someone said. Want somewhere in the middle. I started this last week, but I didn't really talk you through it. I've got a Jabsco 40 psi pump. Funnily enough, I was watching Winging It, Boating on a Budget. They're a bit further ahead than us, and they've got very similar water heaters to what we're going with, and they actually bought the wrong water pump. They bought a lower PSI one, which the water heaters don't like too much. Now I bought this by mistake, and then when I read it, I thought I had too high a PSI, but it turns out I bought the right one, which is great. That goes into a 5 litre accumulator tank, into a water filter along, and we're going to tee off in the bathroom for your cold. We're going to have, instead of taking up space and extra plumbing, make it complicated, going to share the bath and shower mixer with the shower head. Is essentially going to become our taps here, so it's going to live up here normally above the sink, and then you just turn the hot tap on when you want to wash your hands. It's just going to save so much space because there's a lot going in this wall. So more of this today. Before I do that, I need to sand and put a coat of paint on this before I run the pipe through. Now we're all up to speed. Overheating issue, I'll catch up with you later on. I'm not 100% what's going on, but I've definitely got the temperature sender in the wrong part of the system, so it's reading the cold temperature, which is partly why I didn't realise it was overheating. Anyway. Also, you'll be pleased to hear the fire bricks have arrived. They fit by fluke really well. And just notice this little circle. I bought some fire tools online, and the handles complement it really rather well. Again, bit of a fluke. Get back. I forgot the cling film again. I was going to roller it, but for the size of what I got cut in there still, for what I've got to do, I'm just going to brush it. It's over the undercoat as well. Time to let that dry, and then a bit of pipe running. I run a pipe. I come from the bathroom back into there. The wall's still quite wet, so I'm definitely going to get paint everywhere. But oh, didn't like that, did it? Oh, I really don't like that. Oh, for God's sake. That's not Bill Mile at all. I'll mount it into the floor instead with a little block of wood. Oh, touch of paint. That connects up to the filter, but I'm just going to check that two connectors will fit. Tight. So it doesn't look like it's going to fit with two of these on the end. It's going to be too tight, so I'm going to go and instead of running through these, I'm going to run it on the wall. That'll work. I could have hoovering under it as well. Oh, I hit the bloody steel. Goes in there. And then to join the accumulator tank up, there's a 3/4 inch BSP thread on the bottom. I got 3/4 inch down to 15mm. And then a bit of pipe, and then into a T. Looking at it, I might need to raise it up a little bit more to allow for a decent bit of pipe, so that if you ever need to disconnect it, you can get one of them little claws in. The reason I did it, I just want to allow a decent amount of room to access the top, so you can you need to set the pressure on these to match the pump, so you need access to that, because over time they can lose their air, especially if the pump's running dry for any period of time. I did look for a T with the 3/4 inch BSP on there, but I couldn't find one, so that's why I've got to do this. Right, I've moved it up. Now we need a small bit of pipe. There into a T. It's a new tool. So much easier than cutting it with a Stanley knife. Right. That should be enough to bring that down into a T. Cool. 2 inserts. One. 2. Let's put the T on. Cool. I'm pretty sure that's going to work. Inserts. Cool. I can't do any more because I'm waiting for the water pump, a couple of little ends to come with it, so I can connect to this. Start on the bathroom end. Glad to be out from under that bed. Here's where the thinking starts. We've got cold coming in. I need to tee it off for the bath supply, and then I need to tee it off again from that spare to then go cold feed, water heater, cold tap, bathroom. Oh no, I need 3. I need 1 for the washing machine. But I can tee that off further down the line, can't I? That'd be easier. Right, cool. I'll glue them back on for Danny in a minute. She'll never know. Tee around here. Well, I want to make room for 2 tees. The bath is coming. That's all free space. Just measuring so that the T comes to the right place for the taps. 110 along. I want that centre one to be there. Okay, T coming off there. Ow! Oh. That hurt. Cool. That cold is going to feed the bath cold. Definitely going to have to make that hole bigger to put the pipes through. Can make it a lot easier. Might wait for the multi-tool. Right, I'm going to call it a day because I think the battery that I rigged up powering all these LEDs is actually running out. It feels real dark in here even though all the lights are on. So I'm going to take that home to charge up and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, or afternoon I should say. A little bit naughty this morning. Flying visit today. Where am I pointing you? Come over to measure this up. I've lost the measurements because I've already measured it. They're at home somewhere, or I might have thrown them out. And I'm also going to build a frame similar to this for the electrical cabinet. I'm going to go home and actually do the surround for that because it's a little bit dodgy without a lip on it. Lip? I don't know. So after a bit of thought, I'm going to make essentially a stud wall there instead of the frame because obviously I ain't got to put another washing machine on top. It's going to make it a bit easier, I think.
simple. Girl, come on, fool me once. Oh, I don't play rough. You know where you got me around your little pinky, and nothing to ask, nothing. Damn, this crush is hard. I want to celebrate, you know. All togetherness, both mind and flesh. Only we know how it goes. We know how it goes. Our togetherness, both mind and flesh. We know how it goes. Way down low. You don't need to.
Right, that's enough over here. Let's go back and cut some oak. Right, back to my mum and dad's. I can use dad's workshop, run some oak down. That's a bit better. I can use dad's new toy. It's got a planer, table saw, some sort of jointer, a router, I think that is. I bought a while back a load of oak from Devices. I can't remember how many pieces it was, like 10? Maybe a bit, no, more than that. 1, 2, I'll count it in a minute, but I got all of it for 40 quid. And it's dirt, it works out, I can't remember, was it 20 lengths? Might be 20 lengths, it worked about £2 a length, which is cheaper than you can buy pine for at the minute. I was wondering what to do with it, so I think the fireplace around would be a real nice way to use it up. Just setting it.
I must admit, I forgot I had the blade. I thought this one was going.
Yeah.
Like that, and this, it was bloody on there.
Oh, you got to swap the belt over it. That's the two pieces planed up. I was going to do all the upstand out with one piece, but looking at the character on this, I'm going to use about this section for the front upstand, and then the sides out of that, and then 2 uprights, which will be a thin material out of that one. Should work. So far I've got 2 there, 1 there, like that. Need to sand the edges down. I want to use that piece, it's a lovely bit of character. Really like that. Now I need 2 strips, about 60mm deep uprights. Slight cock up. I thought I was going to get 2 uprights out of this, but I'm not. 10mm too narrow, so I'm going to have to whip this through planer thickness. Now these will go on the end to cover the edge of the fireboard and whatnot. The edges are good sand. Right, come to my work this morning. Got a hell of a cutting list. Typically, he's been absolutely hammering it down, so I'm going to have to wrap it up because some of it's got to go on a roof rack, so the lengths won't fit in here. That's the timber safely transported, thankfully. Danni comes straight from work this morning. She had a sleep over here. We get asked weekly what Danni does. She's a mental health nurse. Just go make her a cup of tea. Morning.
I thought you died.
When I got here, I checked my phone. I had like 8 missed calls from Danni, texts.
I texted family, was about to call your work.
Took me so long strapping that timber on the roof and wrapping it up. Right, 2 teas for the lads. Drop pot noodle. Starving.
Hello. It's 3 o'clock. I've been here since this morning because I stayed over after my night shift, but Joe came. We've got lots of wood in here, very long bits of wood. And Uncle Dave just come and said hi, which was really lovely. So, yeah, nice to see him, wasn't it?
Bless him. Right. I think today I'm just going to rip this down into, essentially, I better tell you what it is first. This is for the ceiling strips, but I'm going to cut angle off here, sort of like what Gary's done here on one edge, and then feather it off at this end. I'm going to do a test piece first just to see we're happy with how it looks.
Lovely little angle.
Just see if this angle works. Like that.
I can't see your big pom-pom heads in the way.
Pom-pom head.
Looks cute. What are you doing on the top edge or nothing?
Yeah, and that's what we got to decide whether I go real angle like that, and then it'll close up, but then you get a thin end up here. Yeah? What?
I don't know.
That's what it look like at the minute. It's got quite nice chunky.
Reckon?
What, it links in with that? Otherwise that... What do you think? Obviously you won't see this blunt end,
No.
but you'll see this. Do you want me to feather it down a bit so it's less?
It's hard to envision.
That's what a test piece is for.
Yeah.
Well, let me do a test piece. Yeah.
What, for the right length?
No. With this. Right, we've agreed on leaving it square, which is music to my ears because it's less work. We attempted to put a ball nose on it, but that would mean taking it all the way home and using Dad's table router or new tool I was using last night. That's got like a little mini, I don't know what you call it. It's got a little thing on it. I am no wood machinist.
Wood machinist? What's that?
What, a wood machinist?
Is that not just a carpenter?
No, you get joiners. There's carpenters. Joiners more like making nice doors up and windows. And someone mentioned a tip.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that didn't work very well. Someone mentioned a tip with opening, or not opening, but pouring paint. Can you? I haven't actually watched the demo on YouTube yet, but something like this. Hang on.
Have you got to open the lid first?
Probably. Ain't going very well, is it?
Try the other side. Try that bit.
Oh, that unstuck the can. Probably better use some more expensive tape. Probably should have watched how to do it first, but going by
Right.
what does it mean? You put 2 pieces over. No, I'm still not gonna. I'm not sure why it's got to be 2 pieces, but maybe we'll do that.
I don't feel like this is right.
Oh, correct, that works. How much do you want?
Enough to paint this.
Forgot the cling film again.
Oh,
that,
God.
Oh, it just, yeah, that sort of works, doesn't it? Then all your paint gets stuck in there. Oh, you don't want too much, do you?
Not quite a bit. That's enough.
A bit runnier than the undercoat.
Now what? It's going to drip on the floor.
Is it? Yeah, you still get that though, don't you? I don't know. I did it wrong. Let me do some more research before trying this. Right, I'm all set up, ready to rip these down. That's 2 short lengths done for the bathroom. Now for the real fun, got 5.4 and a 5.1 metre length. Both need trimming down after, but for these long runs, try and make a workbench up long enough. Sorry, Danny wanted me to film her doing some work.
Have you ever done a night shift?
Not that kind of night shift.
Exactly.
I didn't realise we hadn't finished the week up, so thank you very much for watching. Special thank you to our patrons, and we'll see you next week.